Let's talk about making stink bait. Ignore my crazy hair. Stink bait, as you're probably well aware, is used for catfishing. It's a very effective catfishing method, especially in the early spring. Early spring, fish, catfish, specifically flatheads, channels, or blues, are looking for just calories, because they come out of dormancy, especially in northern states. They come out of dormancy, they're looking for easy calories. Mainly their diet at this time of year is dead fish, dead animals, that basically anything they can find in the water, they're going to eat anything that has protein. With that being said, stink bait at this time of year is very effective. Live bait is fine, probably still more effective, but stink bait is very effective at this point. Right now it's hard to catch live bait this time of year because there's just not that much of it yet. You can throw some minnow traps out there or go sucker fishing, bullhead fishing, whatever. You'll probably get some. But if you have old rotten meat, or not even rotten, just old meat, it's a prime opportunity to use some of that. Clean out the freezer and get some stink bait made. And it's very easy. It doesn't take hardly any effort. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right, I got some nasty pork liver here. It's nasty because it's freezer burnt. It's also nasty because it's pork liver. Pork liver is not that great to eat. This is a couple years old. It's been sitting in my freezer for a good long time. I used it for bait last year. Actually, I just didn't apply any of the stinky quality to it. This year I'm going to. Let me show you the process. All right, find yourself a jar. Any jar will work. You can use a mason jar. I use recycled old whatever jars that we have. This is a pickle jar. I don't like using mason jars because I like my mason jars for canning. So I just use whatever jar I have available. You're probably wondering what this stuff on the bottom is. Well, it's avocado oil. You can use any oil you want to. I just use avocado oil because that's what I have on hand. And garlic powder. I put that in the jar ahead of time. And I mean, you don't have to put it ahead of time. You can put it in after. That's just what I did because I wanted to do this video outside rather than inside. So anyway, this is the process. And this is gross because pork liver is nasty. So grab yourself some pork liver, drop it in. Grab it, drop it in. I'm leaving it whole because I go for a nice big old catfish here. You can dump the whole thing in if you want to. Keep that blood in there. I probably will after. I just don't want to put all of it in there. So just get all that in there. It's nasty, man. This stinks too. I just pulled it out of the freezer yesterday and oh God, it stinks. I'm gonna make it smellier, if you can believe that. Yeah, it smells like sulfur. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna just dump this in there. The rest of this garbage, I could have just dumped that whole thing. I just wasn't sure how much blood there was in there. That's it. So now I'm gonna throw on the top. All right, let me set this sideways here. Tighten that lid on there, good and tight. Grab my phone with my clean hand, shake it up. Get that garlic powder all over there. This might take us a few seconds. Make sure you have that lid tight because you're gonna get juice all over the place if you don't. And you don't want this juice all over the place. This is pretty nasty shit. Get that up there, shake. All right, that's fine. All right, now I'm gonna leave this right up top here. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm going fishing next Wednesday. Today is Friday, so I'm gonna leave this here for a few days. You can pop some holes in the top if you want to. You'll probably get some bugs depending on the year, but I'm gonna leave this as is. And it's gonna smell, but it's gonna be very effective. And I'll show you what I mean once we get down to it. Anyway, that's how you make stink bait. There's honestly no wrong way to make it. Find some meat, it's frozen burnt meat, venison, whatever you have. Check your state regulations on what you can use. Let it sit out. You don't need to use garlic powder. You can just let it taint. Honestly, the garlic powder just kind of adds a little extra flavor to it, a little extra smell. So that's what I use. I've heard of people using WD-40, a bunch of other stuff. Use whatever you want. There's no wrong way to make this stuff. It's just a nasty, cheap bait for catfish, and that's what catfish love. So anyway, that is all. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video of making some nasty pork liver bait. Bye.